Hi, this is Thesia of Ellis Family Farms, and yeah, this is way late, but it's coming to you anyway because I want it for reference for next year, but I'm going to give you my goals for 2022. Of course, I'm going to be getting these guys riled up, but I'm going to do it anyway. I've got two good-looking roosters here. I was thinking about getting rid of one because every once in a while they kind of get onto each other's nerves and stuff. But I am going to try to do a larger breed, and like as big as those breeds are, that's good. The other Cornish cross, not Cornish cross, but Barred Rocks hens, they're pretty good size too. I just don't think these little other ones are quite as big as I want. And I say that because I do get Cornish crosses every year for my own chickens and stuff. And like I've said last year, I'm learning how to take care of them and do what needs to be done, breaking them down and stuff in advance and everything. But we all know that the supply chain is just messed up. So I'm going to experiment and I'm in the middle of experimenting with doing a larger breed where I can get some eggs and some meat. And yes, the truth is, there is no real dual purpose bird as far as, you know, you either get egg production or you get meat production, but you kind of hit a happy medium and stuff like that anyway. And I just learned the other day that even if I stick with these Barred Rock roosters, I probably want to go with another type of hen because they say the first year hybrid vigor is probably what gives you a nice bigger bird. It's still going to take longer weeks to get them to size, but that's not going to be an issue for me. I don't believe it's going to be an issue for me because, like I said, I just want to keep them for the eggs, and if I need them for meat, then that's what I want them for. All these birds desperately need to be moved out, even if it's out there and just not much grass, because this is just a money mess, especially after the snow is melting and stuff. But you can see from my flock, most of my ducks are the pecans. That little dark one is supposed to be pecan. I don't even have dark ducks. So, and there must have been a wild one that got in here because that's one of the ones I hatched last year. But I'm trying to stick with the pecan ducks and make bigger eggs. They have pretty decent meat, and so I am considering expanding. It's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference on if I can get some egg customers or not, and that's just a matter of me doing what I need to do to get them. So, yeah, we'll work on that, and that'll make a big difference in how big my duck flock gets. Of course, everybody's looking at me like I've got food. So we've got Waddles, Jimmy Dean, and Daisy here. This is my breeding trio. I think they were born mid-November. So pretty soon I'm going to have to separate them, which sounds weird to me because they're still so small. I think I'm feeding them good. I don't know. But they're small, but I need to separate them for a few months. I need to, probably here in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I need to get them in separate pens. And then, what did I say, July? Something like that. July or August, I can put them back together and make them where they can be breeding and aim for a November birth for the piglets. So that's in the works, and we'll see how that goes. This was a wonderful mower 2 or 3 years ago and did a good job. Engine blew up in it because Tom never does any maintenance on stuff, so apparently I'm going to have to learn how to do maintenance. And he bought another motor and actually started trying to put it in, but there's some differences between the two motors, and he gave up. And then, of course, since then, it's been out in the elements between a cat and a puppy. They've torn up the seat. So, do you save it, try to fix it, or move on? I don't have any idea. So, but I gotta have a mower sometime this year anyway. And here's our tractor. I did get a new battery in it, but it needs an ignition switch and it needs a new gear shifter. And I think that's all it's going. Well, and if we've got a front end loader somewhere, but it needs a lot of welding to get it repaired. So, but I need to at least get it running so I can do a bush hog. That's not a brush hog. That's behind it, as you can probably imagine. But I need it so I can start brush hogging all of this mess out here and stay on top of it better. And even then, even if I don't get a decent mower, if I can get this done, I can keep a lot of it under control. As far as for the garden area or gardening for the year, I'm going to try again. I'm going to keep on working at it and see if I can get better with that. To start with, I've got this rack here, or shelves, and I've got a couple plants inside. My weeds I put back outside. But these are some Barina grow lights that I have bought that I'm in the process of assembling and getting them ready so I can start some seedlings pretty soon and get that going. And then where the piglets are, that's my regular garden area. So I'm going to obviously everybody's going to have to get moved out pretty soon. So I get the piglets in there, and where the ducks and the chickens are, that other area where the mobile egg unit is, that is an extended garden area that someday I'd like to get filled up with a bunch of stuff too. So that's my gardening plans for this year. Essentially, I mean, always tomatoes. Love to try to do peas and all that other stuff, but I can can tomatoes and do stuff, but I want to do more, not corn. I'd like to get some good okra, the longhorn okra. We like the longhorn okra really good. So I don't know, whatever I can get to grow. Not so much lettuce. We don't eat a lot of lettuce. We don't eat a lot of salads, but we do tomatoes, and we do some cucumbers, peppers, just things like that. But and I want to do some pumpkins and squashes and stuff. Even though we don't eat a lot of them, my pigs might. And believe it or not, I do have an orchard. This is a nice peach tree that was one of the early ones that we had planted. And if you look, you can see out there, especially where the T-posts are, different peach and plum and apple trees, and I can't remember what else. A bunch of them have died. But if you remember, that's where Robbie used to live. And over here, you can see the tops of the mobile egg unit. So that kind of gives you a perspective of where these are. But this is usually so grown up that I can't get to it, especially during the growing season. So hopefully if I can get the tractor up and running where I can brush hog, I always get them mixed up. If I can get that going, then maybe we can start taking care of the trees better, because obviously they do need to be pruned. Everything needs a lot of work. You know how that goes. Okay, the wind just picked up. Okay, I had accidentally skipped over the turkeys, and I have some heritage turkeys that are on order that I can't remember. I have to look and see when they actually arrive, because I'd like to start raising my own turkeys and using them for meat. I may do another batch of regular or the broad-breasted turkeys for the year, just because we eat a lot of that, and so I'm going to have to kind of monitor how that goes between the chickens and the turkeys, see how I'm probably going to have to do another, at least one batch of meat birds too, of the Cornish cross, and I don't know. We'll have to kind of go with that as it goes. But yes, I'm going to be getting more turkeys on here. In fact, I'm going to getting turkeys where they actually stay here and not just stay several weeks and then get taken to the processor. I'm trying to make it where this place takes care of itself to the best of my ability. The trailer house. Yeah. So, as you know, we're working on getting the flooring done in here. I think you know. We're working on getting the flooring done in here. I'm trying to get working on an edge around it. In a couple weeks, I've got a washer being delivered. We're going to take the dryer out of the barn and bring it in here. So at least all that'll be under one roof. The kitchen. These cabinets, like this one here, is kind of leaning. Like you don't want to put an onion or a potato on the cabinet because it'll just roll off into the floor. But I need all new cabinets, but I also need to reconfigure. Oh, and this. Can't believe it's been almost a year since that's been that way. 6 degrees last week, and that's still not been patched. So definitely, that is a definite. I've already got the insulation. If I have to do it myself, that's what I'm going to have to do. But I got sidetracked. So this cabinet here, we've moved stuff in it and moved it out, moved it to something in and moved it out. And the reason is if you got this burner going right here, the way the flames go, they kind of go a little bit wide. You're always in danger of setting yourself on fire trying to get up into that cabinet. So I need to think about how to reconfigure where that's not a dead zone there. There's supposed to be a dishwasher there. I ain't putting anything in there until I get things set up a little bit better. And then our neighbor gave us this table, and yep, everything, because we can't put anything underneath here. I mean, I think the top 2 drawers are being used, but everything else has been so rodent and damaged and terrible, terrible condition. The bottoms are falling out. I can't store anything in there. So my pots and pans are there, more pots and pans over here. And we got stuff stashed up here, but we can't do anything down here because of that squirrel rat that came through last year too. So everything is out, makes me crazy. I don't like it. So now we're in the master bedroom, and that has got to go. And as soon as I can figure out when I'm going to get it done, it's going to get pulled out, because there's nothing else. I can clear up the space to put boxes or something in there. This is collapsing on itself. You can see right here how much it is, and yes, I have to be careful. My stuff rolls off there. The panel that covers that needs to be replaced, And but I think I'm going to do a completely different thing here anyway, and I think it's going to be kind of nice. I'm going to make this into my closet, and like right here, like we can put towels and all that other stuff. But I am thinking about bringing a wall across here and putting a door right about here. And the reason I want to do that is make it a separate room, because this bathroom, look, this is plywood. It's holding stuff up. This, all the flooring, all the subflooring in here needs to be replaced. This mat is here because there's a vent that's not being used, and I got a piece of wood over it so we don't fall through the floor. But this is our shower. It's smaller than what we like, so I want to get one that's just a little bit, so I want to take this wall out and get a wider tub, like 1.5, not a full tub, but you know, a shower that's a little bit wider. And I've already got the vanity. It's supposed to come the same day the washer comes, because this, I don't know how much longer this is going to last. Each day it sinks a little bit more. It's got to go. So if nothing else, I can get the vanity in place until I can spend the time to actually redo this and make it where it can be functional again. But it'd be kind of nice to be able to have this area. I might put my desk right here, because I work over there. Well, if I get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning and Tom's not ready to get up yet, I'm over here working at my desk and, you know, bothering him. So this is going to be kind of a big undertaking, but we'll see what we can get done with it. This is a mess because it's everything. I mean, look, if this is all shoved out here so Tom can watch the television over there and stuff, this room, all these places make me crazy. I will get there. But right here, I think is where I'm going to put a wood stove. And I want a wood stove because everything else we have in here, except for the oven, is electric. And I do not want to be dependent on any one thing for heat. And plus, we've got woods around here. We can cut firewood, and we can get things where that we can stay warm if we need to. So I'm hoping to do that. Of course, obviously, I need to paint and fix walls and stuff like that in here too. We don't have a vacation plan for this year. Joseph he works full time now. He's got a girlfriend, a real serious girlfriend, and we just don't get to see him that much. And I knew that was coming, so we haven't done that. And then we got Kinsey, and she's 15. You know how that is with 15-year-olds. I think if we end up going someplace for a weekend or something like that, we'll probably invite one of her friends to go with us, so that she's not one 15-year-old with some old people, you know, and do something like that. But right now we don't have a vacation planned. But I am planning at the end of April to go to Tennessee, to Nicole Sauce's Living Free in Tennessee workshop there. I'm going to drive out there. I'm going to spend 2 or 3 days doing a workshop and getting to know some people, trying to do a little bit of connecting with some people and get things going that way too, along with learning a few more skills and stuff. So yes, I am planning on doing that at the end of April, and I'm looking forward to that. All this is fine and good, except I need to figure out how to make ways to make money too. I am really working to see what I can get done with my YouTube channel, so I can get some more subscribers, create better content, so that I will have more subscribers and people who want to stick with me and see me grow. So I'm wanting to do that. On the farm, I am considering doing some meat birds and maybe selling some of them and bringing some income with that. And that includes a few turkeys this year. And I'm also looking to expand where to sell my duck eggs. I'm going to look for ways of seeing how to get duck egg customers. Everybody's got chicken eggs, and we can do that and that's going to work out. That's part of the reason I've kept my chicken flock just as big, because a lot of people say, yeah, I need some duck eggs, but I really need some chicken eggs too. So I want to be able to accommodate both sets of customers. I am considering definitely going into the meat bird business, or selling some turkeys and selling some chickens and see how that goes. It won't be a big undertaking at this point, but I'm going to do what I can and just kind of see how it goes. So yeah, I got to start making some income. So those are my goals for 2022. And as always, there's a bunch of them. But you know what? You got to have something to look forward to. There's some of this stuff that should have happened years ago. So yeah, you just keep on going and doing what you can do. And I am grateful that I have made some progress in 2021. But now it's time to keep going in 2022. So God bless, guys. We'll see you next time. And let me know what some of your goals have been for this year. him some carrots. Here. There you go. Hey.